Hello everyone, today's recommendation is about The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hesselman. This book right here, I found it back in 2019 December and I have been reading it every single day. This book is really amazing, and if you're looking for a book that you can start consuming small bite every single day, or you're thinking about building a reading habit by having a single page to read every day, or you're basically just thinking of buying this book and studying your stoicism journey as a beginner, this is something that you can stay on this video. Otherwise, feel free to click away. This book is divided into 12 months and it has a different theme each month. Each of the pages consisting of a small quotations that you can consume every single day. It's mainly a collections of quotations and philosophical words from our ancient emperors, and now it is in a simple way rewritten and translated so that we can consume and apply in our modern lives. It does have a certain framework to it, and it helps you to see things from a different perspective of life, and it gives you a theme that you can focus on in bettering yourself. I'm not sure whether that's even a word, but it's mainly on how you can use those quotations as a reminder in your personal growth. Before I read Daily Stoic, all of my habits were out of place. I was a chronic worrier and I constantly worrying things that is not within my control. When I found Ryan Holiday's blog, I fell in love in the way he describes how we live with a purpose and how important it is on living in the present moment. So I picked up this book and I started reading it, and I'm hooked until today. It has helped me in many aspects of my life areas. What did I learn from this book? This book is useful for a beginner, I would say, who wants to first dive into the world of Stoicism like me. The original Stoicism book can be a bit daunting. If you want to go for the original version, just go for it. But I think if you're coming from a beginner group like me, you would be satisfied with just starting reading the translation by Ryan Holiday. This book has not just helped me to overcome the destructive emotions, also helps me to use this as a reminder. There's a questions that you can ask yourself as you read through the quotes. It helps you to remind on things in life that really matter so that you can slow down, taking in all those challenges in life and reflecting on what are the things that you can actually control and what's not within your control, and what can you do about it and how you manage yourself. It also helped me to improve my journaling experience every day, my writing experience. I think writing something, taking things out of your head into a piece of paper, help you to have a mental clarity. My life perspective has gradually changed ever since I started to read this book, and I believe that I am now in a better state of mental, physical, emotion, internally that I used to be previously. Because you have a mental clarity, I think the Daily Stoic helped me into coming back to a better writing and reading habit. I think the Daily Stoic really contributes to that habit. Because the quotation is only requires you to read a page a day, it seems to be achievable. I basically just need to read a page a day and I'm done with my reading goal. That habit of reading every day, showing up every day just to read a page, see every single day, adds up to the motivations on reading more. And I think that's what helped me coming right back to read more books and start picking other books into the list and start reading those. There is so many ways for you to improve your reading experience, and as for me, I would prefer to reflect and writing notes on what I learned from a book, especially when it comes to a non-fiction. The Daily Stoic can actually be coupled together with his journal. So Ryan also published another book that is titled as the Daily Stoic Journal. In those journal consists of daily journaling prompts that you can use. It's coming based from the quotations of the Daily Stoic original, and you can actually use that daily prompt to write down your thoughts and challenge your thinking of what are the things that relatable to you from those quotations and what are the actions that you can take from it. There's a lot of notes here on each pages just to see what I feel about the quotations every each of the year. It makes me it is really helpful for me to see how I grow every year and have a different thinking of those philosophical words as I grow gradually every each of the year. Does it keep me stoic? I like to think so. I am very sure there's a room of improvement here, but like I mentioned, it helps me with the mental health. Right now, I feel Daily Stoic helped to center me with just a simple quotation, short quotation every single day as a reminder. And let me see. I'm gonna turn to November 13. The quotations of the day, the theme is never complain, never explain. Don't allow yourself to be hurt any longer griping about public life, not even with your own ears. Marcus Aurelius Meditation 8.9. Not only do even the most fortunate of us complain, it often seems like the more fortunate we are, the more time we have to do so. Marcus Aurelius was a reluctant chief executive, just as you might be reluctant accountant, kid, soccer coach, or lawyer. Or perhaps you generally like your job, but you could do without a few of its attendant responsibilities. Where does this thinking get you? Nowhere, other than in a negative state of mind. It calls to mind a motto of British Prime Minister Benjamin Disraeli: never complain, never explain. He said this because, like Marcus, he knew that the burdens of responsibility were immense. It's so easy to complain about this or that, or try to make excuses and justification for the things that you've done. But that doesn't accomplish anything, and it never lightens the load. So basically what it says that never express it out loud to complain and justify your action of that. It will never lighten the load or reduce your burden of it. And what triggers me with this quote is that it gives you a thoughts and helps you to think and assessing whether your actions are making you to load off all those burden, or is it productive? Is it going to help you to move forward in finding the right actions for that situations that you face? Another thing that I learned from the Daily Stoic is that this book helped me to be more pragmatic. Referencing to the page 2029, this is actually a theme for August 2029. Pragmatism, a theme for August. If you're not familiar with this term, pragmatism is a way of dealing with problems or situations that focuses on practical approaches and solutions. It taught me boundary though, when I know what are the practical things to deal with certain problems at work, mostly at work, and we human, not just me, I think for everyone, we tend to put emotions into it. When we have passion on the things that we do at work, and then problem arises and we are affected by the problems, and it also affects our emotion and doesn't allow us to look at the problems and thinking about the right solutions that are practical. It keeps my focus sharp. It keeps me away from comparison with other people around me, especially in the digital social life. I like the way Ryan actually gave a lot of example, not just from the book and the journal prompt that helped me to think and reflect. It also comes from the YouTube that he made, the videos, the blogs that he written. I think it helps me, especially to make me focus on my life and what matters to me based on the purpose and the values in me, rather than making a decision based on what other people would think of me if I do certain things in a certain way, like what the society wants you to do. And I think with that in mind, a constant reminder every single day, it makes you less worrying about other people's thinking about you, thought about you, I think. What I don't like about Daily Stoic. Hard to think about what I don't like exactly. It's definitely not a replacement to what religion has taught me, and is also certainly the first stoicism book ever that I came across to, but I'm pretty sure that it shares the practical ways of how the ancient emperors overcame obstacles in life, challenges they face with their surrounding, the politics of people, the people who backstab you just to prove their authority on you, especially in the rat race life that we are today, at work, any other areas of life, dealing with the unexpected things that could happen to you can actually torment your mental. So as much as there are practical ways to deal with this, I just feel that there are some days that the quotations may not be relatable to me. Is either I would just skip the quote and get to the page that I needed help with or wanted to grow in that area, or wanted to be more relatable for the situations that I have that day. Otherwise, it's more like a reminder to put it into your toolbox, and you know that whenever those situations arise, you can always go back to your toolbox and get the right tool for you to overcome these situation or obstacles in life. Well, that is all my thoughts about the Daily Stoic. And if you're feeling a bit sad and lost in life and needed a small bite of a life reminder, or just wanted to slowly walk into the world of stoicism and reading habit, don't hesitate to purchase this book, get a copy for yourself, and start reading. And if you find this video is helpful for you, relatable, please share this out with your friends and invite them to join this little community that I have on the internet and YouTube by subscribing to this channel. It really means a lot to me for me to grow. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.